Hello, 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 kittens. This is Talks with Daisy. I am Felicia Renee. Please subscribe, comment below. Make sure you follow me on all social media: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. Stay tuned. Hey, my loves. Okay, I'm looking a little crusty, but we're gonna keep this video going. Today's episode, I would say, is going to be about, I know I talk about friendship a lot and relationship. I talk about these things a lot, and it's just really just because so many people have walked in and out of my life, and I have had different relationships with each one, and it's just like, geez, every relationship, friendship, relationship with God, family, those are all relationships, because at one point you become intimate with these people and you end up telling them things and trusting in them and confiding in them. And there's a thing, like, people take advantage of certain people's abilities to help them. Like, I'm young, but I've been blessed with much wisdom, and a lot of people come to me and ask me, like, they give me scenarios and they give me situations that happen between them and friends, and them and family members, and them with a church, or whatever the case may be. And at the end of the day, it all still boils down to every relationship, friendship, partnership is a relationship. And to me, if you really don't have it all together with God, none of these relationships is going to work. None of these friendships is going to work. You need to really, that's the first relationship. Like, listen, the example of a relationship that we see when we're born is our dad and our mom. And that's understandable. I get it. And if that's portrayed as a bad relationship, it's like, so what is really a relationship? And then some of us who find Jesus, or finally understand who he is in our life, we develop a real relationship with him, and then it changes your mindset and perspective. Like, whoa, what I thought is not what I thought, and what I felt was going to happen in a relationship with someone may not happen with me. I hope y'all following me. But to have a relationship with God is everything. And for those of you who are viewers that may or may not be faith-based, or believe in the higher power, as some people would say, whatever your faith is, whatever you believe in, you have to have a relationship with that certain religion or spirituality. So, that being said, mine is God. I believe in the death, the burial, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. I believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and they are created one. I believe in those things. So, yeah. So, I feel like with your relationship with God, you have to have that one in line first. And he teaches you love. He teaches you how to love someone. He teaches you how to speak to someone. He teaches you how to treat someone, because he teaches you how to treat yourself. He teaches you how to speak to yourself, because we have to encourage ourselves majority of the time. He teaches you how to have a relationship with yourself as well as a relationship with him, spiritually. So it's all in the planning of his, it's all in his planning, and you say it like that. So if you're dealing with a person who doesn't believe in him, not saying that they won't understand you, but in a sense they kind of won't, because your relationship with him is different. It's personal, it's individual, and ain't nobody supposed to step into that relationship. Ain't nobody supposed to detour you from that relationship. Ain't nobody supposed to be able to remove you from that relationship with him. So having a relationship with God is very important for any relationship, friendship, familyship, partnership, whatever you want to say. but God is the key. And he's the root in the middle that holds the relationship, the friendship, the family, the partnership together. So, and that's what I believe. This is my own belief. I recently in the hospital, when I was in the hospital, there was a lot of people calling me, people that I haven't spoken to in years, people that I haven't spoken to in weeks or months or days, and they were like, oh my God, I just want to know if you're okay. And, and it's like, dang, where did you come from? But I wasn't being rude. I just was like, wow, it took for me to have to get sick in order for our relationship or our friendship to kindle again. And I don't like stuff like that. Yeah. So we just gonna leave that part where it's at. But if a person is telling you that they're your friend and that you can lean on them and they're the shoulder, and then at the end of the day they end up turning against you and trying to exploit your name and throw out things that they think they may know, or some things that you may have shared with them, and they're making it bigger than it has to be, it's really because they have insecurities about themselves, and in order for them to take their mind off their own issues, they have to make you the star player in their life. So let's give a hand to those people out there who are throwing Felicia Renee's Felicia Renee's name around. Let's give a hand. Applause to you. Thank you for pushing me to where I need to be. I need to be. Look, it's making me talk weird. To where I need to be. It's pushing me to better places. It's pushing me to my purpose. It's pushing me. It's pushing me. It's pushing me. They are what you call haters. And what's bad is, like, I don't even have much for you to be hating on nothing. The only thing that I could say you probably would be hating on is my anointing. I'm sorry, I'm bad. I can't help it. The woman who birthed me, Overseer Stanfield. Yes, I said it. The woman who birthed me, Overseer Stanfield, is a bad mama jamma. And let me tell you, she ain't nothing to play with in God. And I was wondering why my heart and my mind in certain areas at the church that I went to for a year, as far as like a standing, as far as like a wilderness state, because church is a relationship too. So don't think that this is going off. This is not going off. I'm still talking about relationship. My feelings got hurt at my old church, and I decided, well, not my old church, my present church, and I decided to leave. And I was gone for almost a year, and my standing state at this other ministry, I would not say any names, and I feel like I shouldn't have to do that. I'm not an exploiter. I'm not being messy. I'm just speaking on a scenario that I just went through, and I see nothing wrong with that. This is my life, my YouTube, and I can say whatever I want to say. So that being said, yeah. So I went through a standing state where I ended up moving in with someone that was a part of the ministry, and it ended up turning out kind of bad, and it just, it's kind of like I had to just wash my hands from the situation and go back home to my parents, the Stanfields. And I appreciate them because the love and the teaching that they taught me never left me. I could never delete them out of my spirit. And I was wondering why. It's because I never left them spiritually or mentally. And I couldn't because I was on my way back. And I understood that. Whenever there's a real relationship with someone, or there's a real connection spiritually with someone, you don't just disconnect that fast. Not especially, I was there, and I'm still there now, but I was there before I decided to go into my standing state. I was there for 20 years of my life, and that's a lot of years. You can't just throw that away. So yeah, I'm back at home with mom and dad, and I love it. I thank God for where he's getting ready to take me. I thank God for the experience that I went through this year that I just went through, and I just can't even wait to see what's going to happen. And I even wish those people the best of luck. I wish them I pray that they get all of, whatever God has for them. I don't have any ill feelings towards anybody. I still love everyone. I mean, it's unfortunate the way things turned out, but it had to be this way in order for God to push me back to where I needed to be. So I just want to say thank God for that. And this is all rooting to the relationship that I have with the Lord. If I didn't have a relationship with the Lord, then none of this stuff would have happened this way. And I would have been disconnected from God spiritually and would have missed my mark to move on. So, again, God is the root of your relationships. Whatever the relationships it is, friendship, family, church, whatever it is, He needs to be the center and the root. He's the only thing that's going to keep it together and keep your mind right and keep your spirit correct for, whatever you have to go through, period. I'm going to do a part 2 of this because I kind of went off into something, but friendship, family, church, it all is relationships, and you should value them. And if one is over, let it be over. Don't keep trying to go back into the relationship or the friendship, because then you're just setting yourself up for failure the more you do so. Sometimes when you wash your hands, you have to wash your hands completely and just leave it there. A woman of God that I really love still dearly to my heart, she sung a song, put it on the altar, leave it there. And I believe I left it all on the altar last Sunday. Pastor Overseer preached a message saying God wiped it out. Psalms 51. The Lord wiped everything out that I have been through for the past year. He wiped out everything that I have been through for the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. And He's letting me start fresh. Relationship with God matters. This is Talks with Daisy. I am Felicia Renee. See you guys next time.